guys, welcome. Loki and I have finally completely lost it. We were in VR watching a game we got as a joke. As a joke. Um, Loki. I watch my language on this channel. He's like, no, you don't. Um, let's say VR zombie go-go girls to be polite. Only them zombie girls is naked, which believe me does not help. I got it as a joke. It was 80% off. I got it as a novelty item, and Pazuzu showed up while we were watching it, and he's looking around in absolute alarm and distaste. And he goes, "Are you sad?" I said, "No, actually, we come here to blow off steam. It's kind of funny. Why? Don't you think it's hilarious?" "I think it's scary. Why are you doing this to yourself?" And then we went, there's like a dance club, and then we went to the rooftop dance party, and we're watching them, and it's like watching part of Thriller, only these girls aren't trying to do that dance. They just dance like they just learned to move newly reanimated bodies. It's bad. And the one girl, her neck is broken because if you rig a body or animation wrong, it doesn't come out right. Okay, like if you ever seen Bethesda get made fun of, it's like the women of Bethesda. Her neck's broken. And another girl, when she goes like this, she actually tears open at the shoulder and she glows green inside. Another delight. And we're watching them, and I said, "This is where bad people go, isn't it?" And he said, "Yes, yes, I think it is." He goes, "You have never been this bad in your life. Can we leave?" He wants me to delete it, take it back, and burn the computer. And that's the best thing that happened to us today. We can't get into the homes at this point. Oculus has done this before. They destabilize, and when they destabilize, they go hard. But try to look up their Facebook, nothing useful. Try to look up their Twitter. It looks like either somebody bought the Oculus Rift name because they must have let it go, or they've been hacked or something. It looked kind of weird. I don't know what's going on, guys. I just know that the platform is really unstable at the moment. We can't get into homes. You do not need a home to run the Rift, okay? You don't need it. In fact, people have actually rejoiced when the homes have broken down because the Claymore games run better because you don't have that anchor kind of dragging behind you. But at the same time, I'd worked my ass off building a forest today, and I would have liked to go see it and walk in the forest and think about life, but you know, what can you do? We're just trying to take it one day at a time. I did the best I could. I tried to get Odin's temple back to the original temple. I mean, obviously, none of the stuff I added in is there, and it looks sad. It does. It looks sad. It looks like it's empty and it's waiting for someone to move in. Without all the little bric-a-brac that I added in Best of Attentions, like the meat horns and everything else, it looks sad and empty. And I can tell he doesn't want it. And he's trying to think of the nicest way to tell me, he's like actually told me while we were working on it today, he said, "I'm going to say this once. Stop now and leave before I get angry with you because I don't want to be angry with you." And if Owen tells you that, you're like, okay. So I left. He goes, "It's not you, dear. It's really not. But you need to leave, and you need to leave now." And I'm like, absolutely. So, he does get enraged because, as he was trying to tell me in calmer moments today, he said, it pisses the gods off when there's a problem that they just can't fix. And what can he do to fight against legality? He said, even we can only move the legal system so fast. And he said, even if we get you protection today, then tomorrow somebody writes another law, and he's just frustrated out of his fucking mind because law, in a sense, the law is his thing, but he would not have laws up the ass either. Look, he's back there. Yeah, you're back. He wouldn't. He wouldn't have fucking time for it to copyright everything and to have people have to be versed in copyright law. He'd be like, bull fucking shit. Either it's yours or it's not. And, to the Vikings, if they have been able to run into a village take everything, go on the ships, go home, and then the village still have their stuff. And it's not like you're going out of your way when you're taking a free item and you're putting it into a home. So it's not like you're like breaking open a game and raiding and taking all their stuff. I could see people getting pissed off of that. And I could even see people getting pissed off if they put their work online and somebody stole it and was like, hey, I'm handing out free clip art or I'm handing out free models. I could see that. I totally could. But when they told me today that I better take legal responsibility for my own photography that I made into a photo, like a hanging portrait in an app that Oculus sold me, I fucking lost it. I was like, well, fucking shit. So I got rid of all that too. And the lighting's just been shit for a couple months, so it's been building up. It's been building up. It wasn't just like the last couple of days. And I think the gods are frustrated, and I think everyone else is frustrated too. Like, Pazuzu asked me, he goes, why do you keep talking about Asmodeus? I really don't, but I said, it just feels like somebody is fucking with me and grinding my gears just to see what I'll do. And I said, I know it can't be easy for everybody moving in, because I know Odin's a son of a bitch. And I know he goes behind the scenes and he breaks shit. I know he does. And I'm getting like, And, it's like, Odin will put Odin first. He really will. And I know that. And I said to Odin, I said, as far as I know, you knew this was coming all along. And you're not going to take, as I tell him, you're not paying my bill money. And he goes, oh, true. Odin, I love him and you can trust him. But at the same time, when it comes to something where you're not sure, trust yourself first. Because Odin, had I got in some kind of trouble, would have been like, well, I don't know what to tell you, my dear. So he knows I'm kind of mad at him too, because he's supposed to be so far-seeing and everything, and he should have seen this coming. But sometimes Odin will put Odin before everyone else, including you. So you do have to sometimes, every so often, watch your step. I've noticed that with our gods. They love us and they care about us, but they can be a little unprincipled at times and kind of put God first. And, they will figure, well, I'm sure they figure, well, I'll protect them. Nothing will happen. And then something happens. They're like, well, you knew this because suddenly it's your fault. And you're like, I was doing what you asked me to. And now suddenly it's my fault because I'm in trouble. So you do have to watch a little bit. And I don't blame them. I mean, they wanted some nice offerings. I don't blame them. And really, when we were first doing this, there was nothing wrong with it. It was like late November or December or something, it changed. And then come January, come the start of 2020, everybody's losing their fucking minds. So it's been chaos. I don't know how long the Rift will last. I really don't. I don't know how long this computer will last the way the Rift's been acting on. It could last 4 years, it could last 4 seconds the way it's going. But I updated my NVIDIA, updated my Bandicam. There's nothing I can really do to update Windows because that does it automatically, and there's nothing I can do to update Oculus, but I had just fixed this exact problem with Oculus with a patch, and they released 2 goddamn updates, and they undid all the fixing that I did, so yeah. There's nothing I can do. It's just a steaming trash fire now, and there's nothing I can do about it. So we're frustrated. We might go back in and play the joke game again or play a couple other games, but the homes, it could take them a week, 2 weeks or something to fix these homes. It's entirely possible, and I just want to kind of be able to go into VR and have fun. This is why VR is never going to take off until they like fix it that it actually runs and it doesn't break down like shit on a regular basis. I went to Oculus site and, I went to their Facebook and people were complaining on Facebook, hey, customer service won't even get back to me. And my thing's broken. What do I do? And nobody's answering anybody. So if you guys, I don't know, if Oculus fixes itself, and if we think something might interest you, we might play VR in the future, we might not. I think we're fine for PC gaming, but that's not the main focus of the channel anyways. Right now, there's a lot of rage in me. I'm doing a pretty good job of trying to stay calm, but there's a lot of angry in me because, it feels like when everything goes wrong at first, it can feel like there's this outside force coming at you and wanting your attention and wanting something from you. So I've been trying to see if anybody or anything is out there, and I'm not getting anything back. I'm like getting like it's kind of like sending out psychic sonar. I know what that sounds like. And you're not getting a ping back. You're not getting, a signal back. You're getting absolutely nothing. So if there is someone out there, they're pretty damn good at, cloaking themselves and being stealth. Yet at the same time, it feels like they're shaking my life up and trying to get attention. So I don't know what to tell you. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later. Bye bye.